Okay, let's just get right into it. When I say legendary Viking, who pops into your head? For most of us, it's Ragnar Lothbrok, right? But what if I told you the story of his brother, the restless warrior who was always stuck in his shadow, is the one that truly shaped the crowns of Europe? Yeah, that's the story we're getting into today.
And that right there, that's the whole ballgame. This was never just about raiding or piling up gold. For the man we're talking about, it was about legacy. It was about carving your name so deep into the stone of history that it could never, ever be erased.
And that man is Rollo. Often he's just seen as the sidekick, the wanderer to Ragnar's legend. But his journey, man, his journey from the wild fjords of Norway to the actual halls of power is one of the most incredible transformations of the entire Viking age. And you can see why he was seen that way. The contrast between them was just night and day. Ragnar was the cunning strategist, the legend everyone talked about. Rollo, he was the raw power, the brute strength, a guy who was constantly searching for his own path, and so often was defined by what he wasn't. This rivalry, being stuck in that shadow, is exactly what lit a fire under him.
So let's follow that path. And let me tell you, it was not a straight line to glory. Oh no, it was this winding, often brutal road, driven by this insatiable hunger for something more, a destiny he knew he had to forge for himself, one piece at a time.
To really get Rollo, you have to understand the world he came from. Just try to imagine it, a reality where every single day, your very existence is decided by the strength in your arm and the steel of your blade. This wasn't a choice, it was just the air they breathed. Courage wasn't just some nice-to-have virtue, it was the only currency that actually mattered.
And this is absolutely crucial. Rollo was not a perfect hero. His story is so powerful because it's so completely human. It's a saga of stumbling, of failure, of betrayals, and of getting back up, stronger each and every time. It's about persistence, not perfection.
And all that persistence, it led him right here, to the rivers of Francia. As a raider, the guy was a force of nature, an absolute terror. But it's what happens next that turns a raider's tale into a founder's epic. This is the moment where everything changes.
And just look at this transformation. He goes from being the terror of the Franks to their ally. The Frankish king, Charles the Simple, saw his kingdom getting hammered by these constant raids. He saw a hunger in Rollo that couldn't just be beaten, so he made an incredible offer: land in exchange for peace. And in a move that was pure visionary genius, Rollo took the deal, becoming the very first Duke of Normandy. But don't get it twisted. This wasn't surrender. Not even close. This was strategy on a whole other level. See, any Viking could burn a village. But Rollo had the vision to look past the flames and see the foundations of a kingdom, a legacy, and a future for his people.
And the impact of that one single decision? Wow. It didn't just create a duchy, it echoed through the centuries, altering the entire destiny of Europe.
And this is where it all begins, with one choice from one restless warrior to build something instead of just breaking things. His decision establishes a powerful new dynasty, the Normans, a force of warriors and administrators that was unlike anything else at the time.
And from that very line, from Rollo's bloodline, comes his direct descendant, a guy you've definitely heard of, William the Conqueror. And he takes that same ambition and uses it to seize the throne of England in 1066.
And just like that, the blood of a Viking wanderer is running through the veins of European royalty. Without Rollo, the entire map of the medieval world as we know it is, well, it's completely unrecognizable. That is the power of his one choice.
So, why does the story of a Viking from 1,000 years ago matter to us right here, right now? Because his journey isn't just about history. It's a blueprint for transformation.
I mean, think about that for a second. If a man defined by chaos and wandering could totally pivot to become a builder of nations, then what's stopping you? What battle in your life could become a victory? What struggle could become the foundation of your own legacy?
The ultimate lesson from Rollo's life is this: what you've done does not have to define what you will do. You can turn your scars into the foundation of a kingdom. You can forge your struggles into a new kind of strength. Your past is a lesson, not a life sentence.
So I'll leave you with this question. Forget the past, forget the setbacks, and just ask yourself, what is the great thing you're here to build? What is the legacy that will carry your name long after you're gone?
What is your Normandy?